Yo, what's goody? What's goody? Latrell in a hoodie. Welcome to another episode of the Brother Next Door podcast, where we talk about finance, personal development, and skills to get you further in life, the actionable steps, and my own personal experiences. In this episode, we're talking about taxes, specifically filing taxes. It's tax season. It just got started. We rolling, and for people who are just W-2 employees, this is the time to go and get it in, get that get that check, get that money back, or unfortunately for some people have to pay taxes. And so we're going to go into a basic overview of when it started, when the deadline is, as well as 8 websites you can go to file your taxes for free, a program that the IRS has in order to help you with filing your taxes. And last but not least, 3 tips or 3 things to take into consideration when filing your taxes this year. So let's get right into it. Understand tax, being able to start filing your taxes started January 27th, right? So January 27th was the day that you could start sending your sending your information to the IRS for it to be filed, right? And then April 15th is the date, that's the deadline for you to not only file, but request an extension as well as pay taxes. So if you request an extension, but you're not granted, you're going to have to pay those taxes April 15th. Now, there are some exceptions. If you're in the military or if you were affected by disasters, right? If you were affected by the wildfires or, the hurricanes and different things like that, if you were affected by any of those, then there are exceptions and you're going to automatically, right, get an extension on your ability to, pay your taxes and all that stuff, and as well as filing. I'll put those states up on the screen so you guys can see. For a certain group, it'll be May 1st, and then the other group, it will be May 15th. Like I said, that will be on the screen. If you go to the IRS website, I'll tag it down below, you will see the options you have for filing your taxes for free. Now, there are some limitations, right? There are some requirements that you do need to meet, specifically with income, but there are still ways to file for free, and I will go into that. So here are the 8 on the screen right now. You have 1040.com, you have OLT.com, you have EasyTaxReturn.com, you have TaxAct.com, you have TaxSlayer, you have 1040now.net, you have Free Tax USA, and then you have FileYourTaxes.com. Understand, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a tax expert. Do your own research. Thank you for clicking on this video, checking me out, but do further research after this video. Verify what I'm saying, right? Don't just believe everything you see on the internet and just run with it, right? If something's off, let me know down in the description, right? I will fully take responsibility for incorrect information that I say, but I do my best beforehand to make sure I'm saying accurate information on this podcast. But understand, for me, I personally use Free Tax USA. I've been using them the past 2 years, haven't had any issues, got my money quickly, all that good stuff. But there are some other options for you that are available. So check out those 8 when you do get a chance. Understand the IRS has a platform called the IRS VITA or the TCE programs, which will allow for volunteers to actually help you with the tax preparation process. And here are a list of things that they will do for you. Check this stuff out for yourself. If it makes sense for you, go ahead. If it doesn't, don't. Now, understand this program, like I said, they're volunteers, so they're doing it for free. This is for basic tax filing. This is the most basic. You got a regular job, you filing your taxes, you either gonna get some money back or you gonna pay. That's all this is, right? This isn't, I got a, LLC and then an S Corp, and then I got my house under this. Go to a tax expert for all that, right? No, that's not what these people are for. These are for basic tax filings, right? And so that's another option for individuals, especially for the elderly. They'll, help you out. with that stage of your life if you are at that point. Now, the 3 tips I got for you guys. The 3 tips. Understand what's more beneficial for you. Is it filing with the standard deduction or is it filing itemized? If you're, a big donor, if you donate a lot, if you, have a lot of other things going on, self-employed, different things like that, it might be more beneficial, right? Your sole proprietorship, it might be more beneficial to file itemized. I'm just putting the information out there, right? Do your own research. But if you haven't been donating to, charities and different stuff like that and maximizing, your taxes, right? Then it's probably would be best to go with the standard deduction. So look up those 2 terms if you don't know what those 2 terms mean and figure out which option is best for you. Understand for students. I was a student for 6 years, crazy. But understand for students, take advantage of this. There was one year I just didn't take advantage of it because I just wasn't paying attention and I missed out on some money, a lot of money. So if you are a student, if you are currently enrolled as a student, then look at these 2 options. The American Opportunity on the screen, right? Worth a max benefit of up to $2,500 per eligible student. Only available for the first 4 years. Like I said, I was in school for 6. So after 4 years, right, I missed that 1 year. So then I used it on my 5th year. And then on my 6th year, I was unable to utilize this. So I had to go to the lifetime learning credit. But that's an option. For 4 years, you can get up to $2,500 back. Partially refundable. Taxpayers could get up to $1,000 back, right? And then lifetime learning credit worth the maximum benefit of up to $2,000 per tax return per year, no matter how many students qualify. Understand it's available for all years of post-secondary education and, of course, to acquire or improve job skills. Available for an unlimited number of tax years, right? So this is unlimited. So after that, if you go in, like they said, post-secondary, all that good stuff, doctoral, you want to do all that good stuff, cool. You can now use that tax credit to your advantage. Understand, last but not least, there's nothing wrong with filing by yourself or, filing yourself and filing with one of these platforms or filing with a tax professional, especially if you have a basic situation. You work a job, you pay your taxes. And that's all you got going on, right? You don't have to worry about, most websites include all these other things. Like if you pay student loans, you can get tax credits for that. If you're paying back your student loans, that interest. But there's nothing wrong with either one, right? Do what's best for your situation. If you're worried that you're going to mess up, you're going to screw up, okay, go with the professional. Understand, either way, you're going to have to file your taxes. There's no avoiding it. You're going to have to file your taxes. It's just a matter of if you want somebody to take a percentage of it for doing it professionally, doing it correctly, and getting you the most money you possibly can for your situation. That's literally the only difference, right? And most of them actually do quotes, and so they'll say, hey, I'll give you a quote for it, let you know what you could possibly get. And so then they'll do that. And then you can decide whether or not you want to move forward. An estimate, my bad, not a quote. The word I was looking for was estimate. And so understand, do the estimate and then fill out a form online and then compare the 2. If it's the same, if it's the exact same as the estimate that they give you, then go ahead and just file it on your own. And then you get your full tax return. If they get you a lot more and then their percentage, right? If you get more after they take their cut, go with them, right? And so just take advantage of whatever is best for you and your situation, especially if it's just real simple, a real basic situation. So those are the 3 nuggets I got for you guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't cheat yourself out of it, right? This new administration ain't playing, bro. This the first time I really not locked in, but started paying attention to politics and really getting into it more, y'all. And this new administration ain't playing. The IRS ain't playing. And so don't mess around and get audited. Don't mess around and get caught slipping. And now you owe even more. And you know what I'm saying, you only got an extra $1,000. $1,000 ain't worth the trouble that the IRS is going to put you through, family. Trust and believe, it's not worth it at all. So do it right, do it legally, do it honestly. And you know what I'm saying, you'll get blessed. You'll get blessed later on down the road. So I hope you take these nuggets, you run with them. I hope you enjoy this episode. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.